Jump in the water with them and float. Hold their hand and float with them. That's the best place to start. What are the signs of my child being Catholic, and what forms of intervention can we shut that shit down with as soon as possible? Oh, maybe that's not helpful. Nothing is ever simple. Hello, I'm going to answer some questions that have been sent in about PDA or pathological demand avoidance. Oh, I'm Christy and I'm an adult PDA autistic. I don't know what that was. I have to be silly so that I can actually do this. When I'm asked a question, I want to know the person. I want to know the intention of the question. I want to know what the real question is, because I think we get very good at asking questions we think we want the answer to, but beneath the questions we're asking are the real questions, sometimes statements. So when I read, how can parents and caregivers maintain their own well-being while supporting a child with PDA? What I'm hearing is, man, this is hardcore. This is hard. This is rough. I didn't sign up for this. How long is this going to last? Is this like a phase, a stage? How long does burnout last? Why is this burnout, or are they going to be like this forever? So when can they go back to school? Or we've done everything we can and they still do the thing. And I hear all of it because I'm a parent too. The first thing I would say about that, about maintaining our own well-being, is you can't maintain what you don't have. Maintain suggests that it's maintenance of what we have. What we have are ideologies from a very limited perspective of parenting and how parents should show up in the world, that's enforced all day, every day, through the media, leaving the house, everywhere. Just because there's a framework perpetuated in society around what well-being looks like, especially for parents, it doesn't mean it's our way. It doesn't mean that it's what's going to work for us. I would always encourage people to really have a good think about, well, what is well-being for me? Because there's so much embedded shame for human beings. If you live in the same world I do, I can't imagine anybody could survive this world without carrying shame that isn't theirs to carry. And inside of that is, well, this is what society tells me well-being looks like, and that's what I should be working toward. And sometimes what happens is we work toward this thing, this model, this framework, and it's not for us and it doesn't work for us. But we can't know that because we haven't been taught how to discern between what other people tell us is right for us and what truly is. There's nuance in that. If you're a single parent raising a child with what are considered complex behaviours, if you are a First Nations person, the risk is unbelievable. I want to lay on the couch and watch TV. I want to lay on the couch, cover myself with a blanket for a week while I watch Netflix. We all know what it would look like to actually put our hand up and say, hey, I did that. Last week, I laid on the couch under a blanket for a week while I binge watched Netflix. The first response would usually be, oh, are you okay? They're surface level questions. How can I be okay? How can I be okay with this? How am I going to be okay? People are scared to say, I'm not okay and I don't know how to be. If you're raising a PDAer, chances that you're not okay are high because you're raising a person with a huge spirit. And that incredible little person that you've brought into the world is going to ask things of you that you never thought you'd be faced with. They're going to push your relationships to the test. They are going to ask you to sit with incredible amounts of discomfort around how you show up in the world. And to begin with, that's going to feel so threatening and terrifying.